Hey everyone, it's Rob from Hypop and welcome back to another video. In this one, we're unboxing and reviewing the Godox LED1000 Bicolor Mark II. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this. Hit that notification bell to be updated of any new content we release. Drop a like in this video if it's helped you in any way. Feel free to leave down in the comment section below your thoughts or if you have any questions about the Godox LED1000. Follow us on social media at Hypop and visit our website, hypop.com.au. Let's get into it. So here it is, it's the LED1000 Bicolor Mark II. So this here is a LED panel by Godox. So Godox have a bunch of different LED lights and now continuous lights. So they've moved from flashlights into the continuous lighting game, and they have so many different models. We've actually gone through and compared quite a few of them. So if you want to take a closer look at that video, click the link up above. Now let's go through and unbox this product here. Firstly, once we open it up, we've got like a little white carton here. This white carton has, it looks like the AC adapter. So it's a standard AC adapter here. It has a special connection point there that will match up to the light, and you've got a standard figure 8 cable there, just the cable depending on the region that you're working with. You've also got some instruction guides here and a warranty card, and also a remote control. So this is the Godox RC-A5 Mark II, and that's a standard remote control by Godox that controls some of their other LED lights also. Now there is a new remote control which is the RC-A6, and that's for the newer lights. So we'll show some of the compatibilities of this particular remote control up on screen. And we've got the light, and that's it there. So there's no carry case or anything. It actually just comes boxed in this carton here. There's a bunch of foam pieces also, and you've got the light here. So we've got the light on a stand here, and you can see it's a fairly large LED panel. It measures at about 43 centimeters by 46 centimeters, so almost a square shape. And it's about 10 centimeters in thickness. So you can see there it's quite a slim light. I mean, there are slimmer lights on the market, but overall they've managed to, put that all into a compact size. Now there's a total of 1,024 LEDs on this light here, and it's split because it is a bicolor light. So that means it's color temperature adjustable from 3200 Kelvin to 5600 Kelvin, and it has 1,024 individual LEDs. However, the LEDs are split between the two different color temps. So you've got 512 LEDs of the warmer color temp, and you've got 512 of the cooler white LEDs. So when you actually use the light and you're controlling the color temperature, when you're adjusting on either end, so if you're going to the warmer end or to the cooler end, it actually uses less of the LEDs and you're not getting as much output as you should. However, when you go to that middle range of the LEDs, which is at about 4400 Kelvin, that's when all the LEDs themselves will be on, and that means you'll be getting maximum output, which is roughly about 4,400 lux at 1 meter. Now this light itself has all the typical specs you'd expect from an LED light that's used for video and for film, and it has a CRI rating of 95 and a TLCI rating of 98. And overall, it's a great continuous light, and it's something that is quite a popular shape apart from other LED lights such as continuous COB LED lights, the big ones that allow you to mount Bowen's modifiers. This one here is obviously a standard shape. It has barn doors that are already built into the light themselves, and there's also a slide-in diffuser. Now the great thing about this light is that there's a yoke bar too. So this yoke bar has two knobs on the side. It allows you to tilt the light in any which direction. Now the main reason you'd have a yoke bar like this is, one, you'll be able to mount it on a stand. Two, you'll be able to mount it onto a ceiling mount if you have one, or if you have a wall mount also. So if you have a permanent studio space, a yoke bar is a configuration or a nice convenient bracket to have for you to allow to mount it into a studio space. And on the back here, you can see the light itself. You have AC powering. Well, it's actually a DC AC adapter, and it's 16.8 volts. And then you've also got one battery plate here, and that's for your V-Lock batteries. These are sold separately, so you can obviously power this via battery and use this on location or outdoors. And you've got an LCD display, you've also got just a dimming knob. You have channel and group functions because there is wireless mode on this light. This light here has 2.4 gigahertz and you can control this light and a group of lights because you can set them to different groups and channels with this remote control here. You've also got DMX controls too, so you have your DMX in and out, which is convenient, and you also have the larger 5-pin DMX XLR connections here, and you've got your on-off button, and that's pretty much it. So just running through the menu here, firstly we'll just switch the light on. We've got it powered via just the AC here, and you can see the LCD display shows a few things. Firstly, it shows the battery capacity. So right now it's just full battery because it's plugged in. You've also got the channel, which is channel 1, and also the group, which is group A. So this is used to match that up with your remote control, so you can control this wirelessly. Now you can change this using the channel and group buttons here. So when you press down on it, it highlights the group, and you can use the dial to change the group. Or when you press it again, it highlights channel, and then you can change the channel from 1 to 16 too. So you have a few different options there. It's also convenient just in case you have interference with other 2.4 gigahertz devices. So it's important to set that correctly. Now, you see there's also a percentage here, so that's your output percentage. Your output percentage can go to a true 0, which means the light itself is actually off, and the light's on, however the actual LEDs are off, and then you can go up in 1% increments all the way up to 100%, and you can see you can do that in 1% increments too. The only, I guess, thing that's a little bit inconvenient is that there's not a true speed increase and decrease of the intensity. So you have to spin it quite a few times to get from 0 to 100. So if you really want to go to full output, there's no real quick way to do that, straight away at a preset or anything like that. Now this dial actually doubles up as a button, so you can press down on it. You can see it has an option there, it's called set. Now right now it's on 3300 Kelvin, so the range of the color temp can be changed in 100K increments. So from 3300 Kelvin all the way up to 56. And you can see there it's flashing. Now you can adjust that here on the dial, or you can use the remote control to do that. And that's pretty much it. So it's really that simple to use the light. When you want to go ahead and use the DMX settings, it actually turns off there because it means that it's switching over to DMX controller mode, and that means it doubles back into your inputs here to go back to your DMX controller. So that's just what that button's for. But apart from that, the V-locking plate is right here, and that accepts all standard V-lock batteries. And it's just really one of those convenient lights to use, especially if it's something that you need to take on location due to its size. Just a few other notes about this light. Firstly, the remote control takes 2 AAA batteries, so that's something to take note of. Also, in terms of the output, I mentioned this earlier. Basically, when you're on either end of the spectrum of that color temperature range, that 3300 Kelvin, you're outputting less than you are when you're at the mid-range of the color temperature range. So at 3300 Kelvin, it's about 2200 lux at 1 meter. And then at the mid-range, which is 4400 Kelvin, it's about 48,000 lux at 1 meter. And then at the top end, at the daylight range, so if you're only using the daylight bulbs, it's 2600 lux at 1 meter. So just take note of that, especially if you need it for a particular color temperature. Either way, this light here is great because it is nice and portable. It's actually quite cost effective too. We'll throw some of that pricing up on screen as well as the conversions. But on top of that, it's probably a light that you'd add to a overall lighting kit. So you may have 2 of these as part of a kit, or you may have this bundled with a COB light, something like the Godox SL60 or maybe the SL150 Mark II. So pairing that up with other continuous lights would probably make this light a bit more versatile. It's something that you can use as a key light, for example, if you're on location and you're shooting like an interview scenario, or perhaps if you're shooting something that's well lit on either side, you can use 2 of these, or bundling this into a 3 light kit. So you can have like a nice larger COB light that has a softbox that you can mount onto it to produce that light, and then using these as background lights or perhaps rim lights and hair lights. They'd be really good for that. They're not that heavy either, so they're about 2 kilos. And that means you can mount them onto stands, you can prop them up really high without having to worry about stability and things like that. And then on top of that, these bundles are really good too because you can cut the light and direct the light a little bit better. And also the bundles double up as almost like a lighting modifier. If you seal this up and then cover it with perhaps a scrim or maybe even some baking paper, that way you can make a makeshift softbox with this light too. Now the only other thing is that it doesn't come with, well, this light in particular anyway, because this is the bi-color, it only comes in with the slide-in soft diffuser. There's no tungsten version. There is a daylight version of this light, so if you're after just raw output of daylight, there is a daylight version, and that one there comes in with two slide-in diffusers, one with the soft diffuser and also the soft orange color diffuser too, so that's something to take note of. But overall, a really good light from Godox. So for more videos just like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to be updated of any new content we release. Drop a like in this video if it's helped you in any way. Feel free to leave down in the comment section below your thoughts, or if you have any questions about the LED1000 range. Follow us on social media at Hypop and visit our website, hypop.com.au. Thanks for watching.